So good morning everyone, and welcome to another 6-week course of yoga. For those of you who are new to the class, the structure of my classes is we start with an opening Shavasana, just 5 minutes of relaxation. We'll then move into a warm-up. We'll then do sun salutations. We'll do 3. We'll then do standing asanas, and then move into seated asanas, of which we'll do hips and hamstrings today. And then we'll finish with a closing Shavasana. If the class becomes too difficult at any point, you can always come into child's pose, and I will cue this during the warm-up. So if you'd like to begin in the opening Shavasana by lying back onto your mats, gently drawing your feet out to the edge of your mat. As you gently lie back, drawing your arms away from your body, with your palms facing upwards. Gently bring your eyes to close. And arrive on your mat for your practice this morning. Letting go of your week. Switching off from all your worries and stresses for the next hour. As you arrive on your mat for your practice. Deeply inhaling from the bottom of your belly, filling your chest. Exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly, completely emptying your lungs. Again, inhaling from the bottom of your belly, filling your chest. Exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly. Continue to add length and control to your breathing as you arrive on your mat this morning. We will now move into silence for the next few minutes. Gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side, waking up your neck. Resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended. Join your heels on your mat and reach your arms over your head. Getting a full body stretch. And exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. And gently, keeping your eyes closed, make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to thank yourself for arriving on your mat this morning. You might want to set an intention for your practice. Bowing your head towards your hands. Open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's warm-up, we'll warm up the shoulders. So gently place the palms of your hands on the tops of your shoulders and make forward circular motions with your elbows, gradually making the circles wider. And the other direction, connecting to your breath. And exhale, release, dropping your hands back down to your mat. And from here, we'll move into gate pose. So make your way to a kneeling position on your mat and shift your right leg out to the side with your toes facing forward. Place your left hand flat on your mat beside your left knee and inhale, raise your right arm over your head, spiraling your chest towards the sky. Connect to your breath. And on an inhale, gently come up. Place your right hand on your right knee and inhale, raise your left arm over your head. And on an exhale, fold a little bit out to the right. Keep your left knee engaged on your mat as you reach out through your left fingertips. And exhale, release, dropping that left hand back down and raising your right arm over your head. Engaging your right foot on your mat as you reach out through your right fingertips. And on an inhale, gently come up, joining your knees together. This time, shifting your left leg out to the side with your toes facing forward and dropping your right hand towards your mat beside your right knee. As you inhale, raise your left arm over your head. spiraling your chest towards the sky. And on an inhale, gently come up, placing your left hand on your left knee. And inhale, raise your right arm over your head. Folding a little bit out to the left. Connecting to your breath. And exhale, release, dropping that right hand to your mat and raising your left arm over your head. Engaging your left foot on your mat as you reach out through your left fingertips. And on an inhale, gently come up and join your knees together. And from here, you can sweep your legs behind you, coming into tabletop position. The palms of your hands at the front of your mat, with your wrists, elbows, and shoulders in line. Your knees are tracking under your hips. We'll move into a cat-cow. So on an inhale, lifting your spine as you drop your tailbone and draw your chin towards your chest. Exhale, dropping your belly as you lift your tailbone and open your chest. Inhale, spine up, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae as you drop your tailbone and draw your chin towards your chest. And exhale, release, dropping your belly, lifting your tailbone and opening your chest. And gently making your way back to a neutral spine. We'll now move into some gentle spinal twists. So keeping your left hand rooted on your mat. On an inhale, raise your right arm as you twist out to the right. And exhale, release, sliding that right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your right shoulder towards your mat. On an inhale, pressing into that left hand as you twist out to the right and raise your right arm. And exhale, release, sliding your right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your right shoulder towards your mat. And gently pushing back up to tabletop. We'll repeat that on the other side. So rooting your right hand on your mat. On an inhale, raise your left arm towards the sky as you twist out to the left. And exhale, release, sliding your left arm behind your right wrist. Dropping the back of your left shoulder towards your mat. Inhale, pressing into your right hand as you raise your left arm towards the sky, as you twist out to the left. And exhale, release, sliding your left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your left shoulder towards your mat. And gently making your way back up to tabletop. And from tabletop, we'll move into extended child's pose by joining your big toes on your mat, shifting your knees out to the edge of your mat as you sit your bum towards your heels. Extend your arms out ahead and melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. Connect to your breath here. Deeply inhaling, controlling your exhales as you sit your bum a little bit further towards your heels. Gently making your way back to tabletop. And from tabletop, keeping your knees bent, tuck your toes, and gently lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. A nice gentle downward dog to start the class. You can pedal your feet to stretch your calves and your hamstrings. Connecting to your breath. Engaging your fingertips on your mat as you spread your hands. Gently making baby steps, mindfully walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat. And keeping your knees bent, fold your upper body over your knees, allowing your belly to rest on your thighs. You can grab opposite elbows with your hands, allowing your head to become heavy. And gently making your way to a standing position at the front of your mat as we prepare for the sun salutations. So standing tall in mountain pose, connecting to your breath. Inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. Exhale, hinging from your hips as you fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, lengthening your spine. Exhale, palms down, stepping your feet back into plank pose. Lowering your knees and keeping your hips in the air. Bend your elbows to lower your chest and chin towards your mat. Inhale, sliding your chest forward, coming into low cobra, keeping your elbows tight to your body. Exhale, moving through tabletop, tucking your toes and lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Lifting your sit bones towards the ceiling as you draw your heels towards your mat. Spreading your fingers wide on your mat. Connecting to your breath. Looking between your palms. Inhale, stepping your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, lengthening your spine. Exhale, folding forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, releasing your hands back down. Take a deep breath. Another round of sun salutation A. It will be a slightly more advanced version. Preparing in mountain pose, standing tall. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, hinging from your hips as you fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down, stepping your feet back into plank pose. Bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest. Upward facing dog. Exhale, lifting your hips. Downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath here. Distributing the weight evenly between your arms and your legs. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. Looking between your palms, inhale, stepping your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, opening your chest. Exhale, folding forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, release your hands back down. Take a deep breath as we prepare for Sun Salutation B. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down, stepping your feet back. Bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest. Upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. As you raise your arms, coming into Warrior One. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together to help with your balance. Exhale, release your hands down to your mat, framing your right foot, stepping your right foot back. Exhale, bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. Raising your arms, Warrior One. Pressing down into both your feet as you reach out through your fingertips. Exhale, release your palms down to your mat, stepping your left foot back to meet your right foot, bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath here. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. Spreading your fingertips on your mat as you draw your heels. closer towards your mat. Looking between your palms. Inhale, stepping your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, opening your chest. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms. Exhale, make your way to a standing position at the front of your mat. The standing asanas. So if you'd like to move your mats or your cameras, as I'll be cueing the next few positions from here, and then make your way to a wide-legged stance on your mat with both your feet facing forward. Triangle pose, turning your right foot out 90 degrees, your left foot slightly in 5 degrees, keeping your right leg as straight as possible and raising your arms to shoulder level. Inhale, lean out to your right hand side, and exhale, fold over that right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you raise your left arm towards the sky. You can look towards your left thumb, feeling the foundation of both your feet, connecting to your breath. And on an inhale, gently come up and turn your right heel in. Turning your left foot out 90 degrees, your right foot in 5 degrees, raising your arms to shoulder level. Inhale, leaning out your left hand side, and exhale, folding over your left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you raise your right arm towards the sky. Pressing down into the foundation of both your feet. Reaching out through your right arm. Connecting to your breath. Deeply inhaling. Controlling your exhales. And inhale, gently come up, turning your left heel in. Side angle pose, turning your right foot out 90 degrees, your left foot in 5 degrees, bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line, placing your right forearm on top of your right knee, raising your left arm over your head, focusing on spiraling your chest towards the sky. Feeling the foundation of your feet, reaching out through your left fingertips as you spiral your chest towards the sky. Connect to your breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your right heel in. Turning your left foot out 90 degrees, your right foot in 5 degrees, bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line, placing your left forearm on top of your left knee, raising your right arm over your head, spiraling your chest towards the sky. Connecting to your breath here. As you open that chest, your heart center towards the ceiling. Inhale, gently come up, turning your left heel in. Warrior two pose, turning your right foot out 90 degrees, your left foot in 5 degrees, bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line, raising your arms to shoulder level, turning your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger, connecting to your breath. Feel your entire body in this posture. Feeling strong in your warrior. Inhale, gently come up, turning your right heel in. Turning your left foot out 90 degrees, your right foot in 5 degrees, bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knees in line, raising your arms to shoulder level, turning your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger, feeling the foundation of both your feet as you reach out through both sets of fingertips, connecting to your breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your left heel in. You can join your feet together now on your mat. We'll move into tree pose, the balancing posture. Taking your time, getting into this posture, finding that sense of balance. So shifting your weight into your right leg. You can place your left heel above your right ankle, opening out your left hip, or there's the option to lift that left leg as high up your right leg as possible, pressing your left foot against the inner side of your right thigh. You can join your hands together at heart center or raise your arms over your head, grounding down into that right leg, standing tall with energy through the crown of your head. Connect to your breath. Exhale, release, closing your left hip, extending your left leg. Shifting the weight into your left leg, turning your right heel out and placing it against the inner side of your left ankle, or you can lift that right leg and place your right foot against the inner side of your left thigh. It doesn't matter how high up the left leg it is. You can have your hands together at heart center or raise your arms over your head. Grounding down into that left leg. Connecting to your breath. Feeling that nice sense of balance. Exhale, release, closing that right hip, extending your right leg. making your way to a standing position at the front of your mats. You can move your mats or your cameras to how they were at the start of class. Making your way into mountain pose. Standing tall. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms. Pressing your knees together as you reach out through your fingertips. Connecting to your breath for 5 long breaths. Exhale, release, gently folding forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down, stepping your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Hook your left elbow across your right knee as you twist out to the right. The key to balancing in this posture is keeping that left leg straight and engaged. Connecting to your breath. Exhale, release, framing your right foot with your hands, stepping your right foot back to meet your left foot, lifting your hips, downward dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms, keeping that right leg engaged, drawing your hands together at heart center, hooking your right elbow across your left knee as you twist out to the left. Keeping that right leg straight and engaged. Connecting to your breath. Exhale, release, framing your left foot with your hands and dropping your knees into tabletop. From tabletop, shifting your knees out to the edge of your mat as you sit your bum towards your heels. Melting your chest and forehead towards your mat for a much deserved extended child's pose. Deeply connecting to your breath here. Adding control back to your breath. Gently making your way back up to tabletop. We'll now move into our hips flow. So gently stepping your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat, extending that left leg straight out behind you, with the top of your left foot and your left knee resting on your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. On an inhale, raise your arms. And exhale, sink down into your hips, coming into a low lunge. Really focus on connecting to your breath here. As you soften your hips. Exhale, drop your hands, framing your right foot with your hands. And gently from here, walk your hands back towards your hips and lift your hips, allowing your right leg to straighten naturally as you flex your right toes towards your shins. On an exhale, folding forward over that right knee. Feeling a nice stretch on your right hamstring. Connecting to your breath. Inhale, bending back into that right knee. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Twisting out to the right as you hook your left elbow across your right knee. Coming into a low lunge twist. Connecting to your breath here. Keeping that left knee engaged on your mat. Exhale, release, framing your right foot with your hands and stepping your right knee back to meet your left knee. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat, allowing your right leg to extend straight out behind you. Inhale, raising your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. Exhale, sinking into your hips, coming into a low lunge. Deeply inhaling here. Controlling your exhales. Gently dropping your hands to your mat, framing your left foot. And from here, walk your hands back towards your hips and focus on lifting your hips. That lift will allow your left leg to naturally straighten and flexing your toes towards your shins. You can gently fold forward over that left knee. Connecting to your breath. Inhale, gently bending back into that left knee. Joining your hands together at heart center, twisting out to the left as you hook your right elbow across your left knee. Softening your hips. Connecting to your breath. And exhale, release. Framing your left foot with your hands. Stepping your left knee back to meet your right knee. Moving into pigeon pose, starting on the right side. So from tabletop, stepping your right knee forward, behind your right wrist, allowing your right shin to draw across your mat as your right foot draws towards your left hip. From here, gently sinking back, sitting your hips back towards your mat. From here, you can come onto your elbows, or you can fold forward, extending your arms out ahead. In whichever version you're in, deeply connecting to your breath. The more controlled your breath, the more your mind and muscles relax, releasing any tension from your hips. Deeply inhaling. Gently coming back onto the palms of your hands, and with control, stepping your right knee back to meet your left knee. Stepping your left knee forward, placing your left knee behind your left wrist, allowing your shin to draw across your mat. From here, you can remain on the palms of your hands or drop your elbows towards your mat. Or you can extend your arms out ahead and fold forward. Deeply connecting to your breath. If your mind wanders to the sensations in your body, just bring it back to your breath. Inhale, pressing into your hands and stepping your left knee back to meet your right knee. From here, you can come back into a seated position on your mat. We'll do some gentle core work, moving into Navasana. So bending your knees to draw your heels towards your sit bones. You can place your hands under your knee creases, and from here, gently lifting your feet off your mat. There's the option here to straighten your arms and straighten your legs. In whichever version you're in, connecting to your breath. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. One more deep breath. Exhale. Slowly release your feet towards your mat. Crossing your legs here, and you can place your hands beside your hips, lifting your hips for a nice counter stretch. We'll repeat Navasana one more time. So picking your version, you can keep your knees bent or straighten your arms and straighten your legs. Engage your core by drawing your belly button towards your spine. Keeping your chest open towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, gently crossing your legs. And from here, lifting your hips for a nice counter stretch. We'll now move into shoulder stand to finish today's class. So if you are new to class or you prefer a more restorative posture, you can roll onto your backs and hug your knees towards your chest. However, there's also the option to come into shoulder stand by lifting your feet towards the ceiling, keeping your legs as straight as possible. Once you've found your balance, remain still and connect to your breath. You can remain here in shoulder stand, or if it's accessible, you can move into Halasana by gently keeping your legs as straight as possible, hinge from your hips, and allow your feet to drop behind your head. If your feet are still in the air, keep your hands on your lower back for support, or you can drop your feet in behind your head. From here, you can tuck your shoulder blades under your body and interlock your fingers as you press your hands away from your body. You can close your eyes here and draw inwards. Connecting to your breath. Gently rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping your knees bent, dropping your hips and feet back to your mat. We'll gently move into happy baby to finish class, just to get a nice release on the hips after the hip openers. So lying on your mats, bending your knees and drawing your knees towards your armpits. You can stay here, or there's the option to place your hands on the outer edge of your feet. As you draw your knees towards your armpits, you can rock from side to side. Exhale, release. Moving in to the closing Shavasana. Drawing your feet to the edge of your mat. Gently lie back. Drawing your arms away from your body. With your palms facing upwards. Gently bringing your eyes to close. As we prepare for the most important posture of this morning's class. This posture allows you to absorb all the benefits of your practice. Allow yourself this 10 minutes out of your day to relax and completely switch off. I will now guide you through the closing Shavasana. Relax your toes, the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your calves, the backs of your knees, your hamstrings, relax your hips, feeling them open out like a book. Relax your fingers. Relax the palms of your hands, your wrists, relax your forearms, elbows, upper arms, relax your shoulders. Bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Relax each vertebrae along your spine, working your way towards your neck, relaxing the back of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Feeling your tongue draw away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your lips, feeling them slightly apart. Relax the space around your eyes. Relax your eyes, feeling them draw towards the back of your head. Soften your eyebrows. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Soften your forehead. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next few minutes. Give yourself permission to relax. You can say it in your head or out loud. I choose to relax. I choose to relax. Using this few minutes to connect to your breath. If your mind begins to wander, without judgment, just bring your awareness back to your breath. bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet, gently moving your head from side to side, resting your head back at center, keeping your legs extended. Join your heels on your mat, point your toes, and on an inhale, raise your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch. Exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently, keeping your eyes closed, make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to thank yourself for arriving here this morning. I'd like to thank you for sharing your energy with me and express thanks to all your classmates for sharing their energy. Rubbing your hands together, creating heat, creating energy, placing the palms of your hands over your eyes, blinking your eyes open to the darkness of your palms, drawing your hands away from your eyes to the light. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll just